大家好，我是 Martin, and this is Short Stories, brought to you by the Taichung Keda Language Center. Today's short story is called Artwork for the Ages, and it's about one of my favorite artists, Rembrandt. And it's about one of my favorite paintings of his, The Night Watch. Actually, I'm not the only person who loves this painting. This painting is famous all over the world. It's so famous that a movie was made about it that stars Martin Freeman as Rembrandt. It's a pretty neat movie, but a little bit boring sometimes. Anyway, if you do not know anything about Rembrandt, let me give you a brief introduction. Rembrandt van Rijn is a 17th century Dutch painter. He is widely considered one of the greatest painters in history, right next to Leonardo da Vinci and Monet. The time period in which he lived is often referred to by historians as the Dutch Golden Age because of its wealth and cultural achievements. After you see this painting, you will understand what I mean by cultural achievement. But before I can show you the painting and read the story, I am going to first give you the vocabulary and vocabulary example sentences. When everything is done, I will then read 4 listening comprehension questions. Okay, let's go. Vocabulary. Legacy. Legacy. Those buildings are a legacy from when the Dutch occupied Taiwan. Exceptional. Exceptional. The exceptional golfer won 3 tournaments in a row. Renowned. Renowned. Be renowned for something. This seaside village is renowned for its delicious seafood. Revere. Revere. Confucius is revered as one of the greatest teachers in history. Commission. Commission. The artist has been commissioned to paint a portrait of the mayor. Illusion. Illusion. The room's large mirrors created the illusion of space. Motion. Motion. The train was already in motion when I jumped on. Stationary. Stationary. Traffic was almost stationary during rush hour. Commemorate. Commemorate. We have this holiday to commemorate the work our ancestors did. Perspective. Perspective. The report looks at the education system from the perspective of deaf people. Vocabulary is ended. Now the story. The legacy of Rembrandt's The Night Watch continues well into the 21st. Some of the most influential painters in art history are the Dutch masters from the 17th century. Their work is prolific, but the most famous of them all is Rembrandt van Rijn. Known for his exceptional skills as a painter, Rembrandt is still renowned and revered even hundreds of years after his death. One of his most well-known paintings is commonly referred to as The Night Watch, although its official name is much longer and refers to a particular militia group under the command of a certain captain. The painting, commissioned in 1639 by the militia group and completed in 1642, is especially notable for its gigantic size, along with its dramatic use of light and shadow. Another notable feature of the painting style is the illusion of motion that Rembrandt imbued into the stationary military figures. As a sign of its enduring influence, the painting has entered modern popular culture in several ways. The Night Watch has been mentioned in works of fiction, including books, movies, and songs. On top of that, to commemorate Rembrandt's 400th birthday in 2006, two Russian artists brought a new perspective to the imagery by creating bronze statues of figures represented in the painting. Their 3D recreation of the Night Watch was first put on display in front of a larger statue of Rembrandt in a square in Amsterdam known as Rembrandtplein or Rembrandt Square. Later, the 3D representation was on exhibition in New York and then Moscow before returning to its original home in 2012. Another example of the painting's strong influence is a series of photographs done by Kreen Vesterbergen of two classes of 11-year-old students in the style of Rembrandt's classic painting. It's likely that the Night Watch will continue to inspire others well into the future. Okay, so that's the end of the story. Now I'm going to read the 4 listening comprehension questions. Number 1. How long did it take to paint the Night Watch? A. 39 years. B. 3 years. C. 10 years. D. 1 year. The answer is 3 years. B. The reason is because the painting was commissioned in 1639, but it was not completed until 1642, 3 years later. Number 2. What is the most notable feature about this painting? A. Its large size. B. Its dramatic use of light and shadow. C. Its illusion of motion. D. All of the above. The answer is D. All of the above. The article does not list one single notable feature. It lists several, and I will read it again. It says, the painting is especially notable for its gigantic size, along with its dramatic use of light and shadow. Another notable feature of the painting style is the illusion of motion that Rembrandt imbued into the stationary military figures. So it lists 3 notable features, and it does not specify which one is higher than the others. It lists gigantic size first, but it also says along with the use of light and shadow. The words along with indicate an equal status of these 2 features. The third feature is listed in another sentence, but it appears that it is just as equal as the others because it does not rank it any lower. So it lists 3 notable features that are not ranked. It just lists 3. Question 3. How was Rembrandt's 400th birthday commemorated? A. Statues based on Rembrandt's The Night Watch were made. B. A statue of Rembrandt was made. C. A birthday party was held in Amsterdam. D. The Night Watch was repainted. The answer is A. Statues based on Rembrandt's The Night Watch were made. Question 4. What did Kreen Vesterbergen do? A. He took photos of Rembrandt's paintings. B. He took a series of photos of Rembrandt. C. He took a series of photos of kids designed to look like Rembrandt's paintings. D. Made a statue of Rembrandt. Well, it can't be B because Rembrandt is dead. He died before photos were invented, so no, he can't take photos of Rembrandt. He did not take photos of Rembrandt's paintings either. Who would take a photo of a painting? There's already a painting. You don't need a photo of it. And C is the correct answer. He took a series of photos of kids designed to look like Rembrandt's paintings. And I recommend that you go to Kreen Vesterbergen's website to check out these photos. They're pretty cool. So that's the end of today's short story. A story about Rembrandt van Rijn, the famous Dutch painter. And if you have never seen a Dutch painting from Rembrandt or any of the other Dutch masters for that matter, I highly recommend you check them out. They're all pretty good. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.